Starting to go live again on the YouTube. So, if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. I went ahead and took everything off. Everything is off. Um, all right. So this should be good enough. All right. So we're starting up. Let's just get this damn thing live. What was cool was that when we had started this on the live stream using Streamlab, it looked like it was going to be the start of a great relationship. And I was very excited for it because, for one, uh, I noticed that the numbers were going up on YouTube. Um, some of the streams people aren't watching, but like I said, the one that we had done a few days ago, uh, it went up to 200. I think it went over 150 people watching, which to me is crazy because know people were watching it without knowing anything about it, and that's the point. The whole point of the show is to get you involved and for you to feed it to me. Tell me what the fuck you want. Tell me what the fuck you want to talk about. And I watched a lot of these YouTubers grow and fall and grow and fall. I think one of the saddest ones is Matthew Santoro. I remember when I first got into the internet, Matthew Santoro was kind of like the first person that I really started watching. And, it was sad to see that guy fall because I guess he was not getting his own lists or something like that. I think I watched something and it said that Matthew Santoro was taking content from other lists that were on like BuzzFeed lists and stuff like that, and didn't even bother to change it. And like, how hard is it to make a top 10 list? Well, obviously, kind of hard because you got these dudes that the nice nugget. You got these fucking hyenas just ready to fuck pounce on you. Because once you get on YouTube and you start getting the thousands of followers, and you get you know, um, I think once you pass 10,000 or something like that, maybe 100, you get the silver play button, which is great. I mean, it's a nice little thing. Um, if you notice in my background, I don't have one. I don't even know if I. Of course, I would. If I had one, I'd probably, you know, I definitely would be showing it. I think it's disrespectful to get an award and then not show it in the background. So anyway, back to Matthew Santoro. He was kind of everybody. I don't know. He reminds me of like everybody's first boyfriend. Your first relationship. Matthew Santoro got a lot of people into YouTube and into watching these little lists. And here at SDS, we will never, and when I say never, I mean never, gonna do any top 10 lists. Watch that, watch Mojo bullshit if you're gonna watch that. Um, we wanted to give a big happy birthday to my brother, Casey Allen Williams. This is his birthday today. and he's going to be a guest on the show at some point. Once we figure out how to get the multi stream, since um, I'm no longer trying to use the free version of Streamlabs. I'm not trying to bother with that anymore. Um, I went ahead and went full money on that, and got the cheaper version, but it gave me the options where I can make a logo, and it's a really sweet logo. So we got a cool logo coming up. We got a cool um, way of saying it's starting up. We have a dash. It's just the dashboard that I don't understand. Uh, seems like every day you get like an inch closer. To know this, your link will work this weekend, so make sure you know that. It's a huge thing, so make sure you watch the news or you at least keep up with your nearest store. Because again, I tell you, Saturday and Sunday, your link ain't gonna work. I think they're readjusting the system or something. So I was told from 11 a.m. Saturday to 11 p.m. Sunday or something, it will not be working. So if you got to get your baby food, you got to get, you got to get your kids fed, get your groceries done by tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day you got. Now, what I really want to do is I want to set up a poll. So let's go ahead and set up a poll and ask how many people knew about this. How many people really did know about what I like to call no link weekend? So option one will be the I read. And the second one will be like, what? Alright, so we're gonna go. I want to create this poll. Why can't I create this poll? I don't want to add no. That's good. Alright, we're gonna create this poll. We saved it. Um, okay. So I set up the poll, but again, I'm not even sure if it went out. Um, so I mean, I just found out this about about an hour or 2 hours ago. I was at the store and the girl told me about it, and I usually get kind of perturbed with people that don't read the sign that's right in front of your friggin' face, and they don't read it, and they'll tell you, something's going on. Now in the grocery store, okay, I kind of give some leeway there because I don't read them before. I mean, if it's that important, the cashier's probably going to tell me about it. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. But when I had read it, I felt like such a moron because that should have been the first thing I did. Not not pay attention to what my cashier is wearing, not anything else other than what this sign could possibly mean for me and my family. So, tomorrow the grocery store should be pretty filled because we're not going to have the ability to use that damn link card. And most of the folks I know, they need that link card. So make sure you get your groceries done tomorrow. Okay. Now, uh, as I said, for Streamlabs, you know, Useless Agency is going to really get this out. Um, Starting my own little distribution company. It's not a company whatsoever. It's really just, uh, it's just something I have been a part of. And so as a as an idea, I thought originally it was going to be a YouTube channel called Useless Agent, and I was just going to go ahead and answer questions, give news, and show that my generation is not informed, and try to talk to the most of minds, very spry. I really didn't want to invest any time on people that are morons, and if I wouldn't consort with you in real life, I, I doubt we're gonna be friends online, And also thinking this internet stuff, the fact that I have to do this online is cool as shit, but done wrong. Just like every great idea, it got you got the potential for a great idea, but people are gonna fuck it up. When they started with the streaming idea, you have a great idea. Every voice can be heard, but then you fuck it up because you come up with too many different stream keys and locks, and you can't multicast unless you pay some money, and then you got to pay a company that doesn't even teach you how to navigate the damn system. So I will spend more time on that and get to know it and try to figure out the ways around it. But as of right now, it's still just me until I can get everything figured out, which I was hoping was going to be today. It was not. So due to quality concerns, I am going to have to keep pushing back. And so hang on one second. Oh yeah. So yeah, the the fact that like right now I'm trying to get a simple little question out. I'm sorry, this just really aggravates me because like this poll should have just gone out. Why can't you just send a poll out? Whatever. So, um, the other thing I want to talk about was like, oh yeah, so we're still on the subject. So you get this great idea, but people fuck up the actual carrying out of the idea. You come up with an idea where everyone can be heard, but only increment 3 minutes. And when you try to apply, all you need at least 10,000 people to follow. It's just bullshit. It's like if you want people to have a voice, then open up a streaming service and let people just use it. Let me click it and let them get checked, and let me just send the link out and just say, hey, the show is on this link. Can't figure that out to save my life. I'm not 40, I'm not 50, I'm not 60, and I still can't figure it out. I bought the game The Stick of Truth, which I thought was going to be awesome. It was not awesome. I think it's awesome only if you know how to play those RPGs that, I'm also not a Zelda fan, so I was never one for all that stuff. The whole, what's the word? The RPGs that just have that whole fantasy thing where you need uh, healing potions and all this other stuff. I mean, I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I really just thought the whole point should be to. The whole point should be to just, you know, I thought the whole point was just to play a game and enjoy it. Like, I hated the original South Park game sucked. We all know that. And then they came out with South Park Rally, and that sucked. You know, but condition of what we had before, except this was going to have a much better storyline, a much better viewpoint, anything like that. I really did. I really had a lot of faith in this game, but nobody told me that it was going to be one of those kind of RPG games. And then, so I tried playing that, and I also tried playing the other game. Uh, I think it's called. Oh yeah, I got Fallout 3, and then it made me a baby for some reason, and I could not get. Uh, I couldn't even get a damn. Uh, I don't even know what I was supposed to get. You're like a 9-year-old boy, and you're trying to get your dad's attention for something, and it's just it just didn't pan out, and it didn't pan out, and I'm asking because it's like your ninth birthday or your 10th birthday or something. You're supposed to go through this game and follow through, and then do this and that. Eventually, I'm gonna have a gun in my hand. But at this point, I'm still 9, and I have no clue how to get whatever I need to get. The one trippy ass thing about that game, though, was the simple fact that um, that game tripped me out because when it makes you a baby, you're like 3 years old. Like you're like a top. You're supposed to be, but uh, babies can't do half the shit they're doing in the game. I don't care how smart you are, but you are a laboratory kind of, so maybe I'm supposed to be extra smart or something. I couldn't help but feel like I was a child, like a 3-year-old. I felt like that, because you gotta go explore to find something, and so it was weird to walk around exploring. Uh, my dad's stuff, and then he catches me. But it was such a mind fuck to be a baby like that because it really reminded me of some weird flashback memories of being 3 years old, and like I can remember the back in the 90s we all had to wear these like striped shirts, these long sleeve striped shirts, and then the overalls. And it's the Urkel outfit. That was normal for us in the 90s. And I remember it was like it had to be 1990 or 1991. But I remember opening a drawer and grabbing scissors or a knife because I loved watching movies that had the first person viewing. So I would purposely stand outside my gate and hum along, sing along the Tales from the theme song, open up my gate real slow, and then just pretend the song is playing. And I would run up my hallway to the door, and then go right back down, do it again. This is those this is what kids today have no idea what it's like. Kids today have one of the latest generation was keep them busy, but you're keeping them busy on what you think they should be busy on, other than letting them explore and let them find what they like. Let them find what they don't like. Let them find out that hot sauce tastes really hot when they're young. Let them do it. Let them mistake. I'm not saying give them a knife and tell them to go straight for the toaster. I'm just saying, why not give your kid the opportunity to explore his or her brain and the way that they think of things? I was one of the kids raised by the babysitter, which we all knew was code for the TV. The TV was always there. And I've made multiple claims on this show that I used to watch the box all the time, and I love the box. It was the first ever. I don't know what you would call it. It was the first ever on-demand channel where you can just call in the box and then put in whatever code was for that song, and you could always tell if it was a slow day or a fast day because of what you ordered. If it came right on, because everything was like pay per view, cable, um, and then the box was its own thing. The box was a free channel if you wanted to watch it, and then if you wanted to be a part of it, it cost money on your phone bill. See, before we had debit cards and cell phones, where you can click a button and something is going to charge your account. The fact that we had only one thing like that, and that was the box. It was a time where you were okay to be bored. It was perfectly fine to be bored. It taught us how to be alone. And so, it taught you how to be alone. It taught you to go ahead and what's it called? So it taught you a lot. I mean, being alone meant I'm gonna keep this there. Being alone just meant that you had more time to think. You had more time to be yourself. You had more time to explore what being yourself even meant. You know, uh, you learn pretty quickly how it burns. If you don't know what smell of glue stuck to your hand is, then you didn't really live a good childhood. If you don't know what paste tastes like, come on, man. I was the weird kid in school that would just eat the paste just to screw with you. And I would also be the kind of kid. Um, I was also the kind of kid that just loved pulling pranks. You know, the kind that were harmless, but would definitely slow down the class time. I really enjoyed doing that. So uh, after so many years of that, it's so damn different now for these kids because the it, the problem is kids are afraid to be alone now. Kids don't know shit about being alone. They don't know how to be alone, and so used to having mom and dad, right up above their head. They don't even, get a chance to be wrong or right because helicopter parents nowadays. Um, I did not do that with my kids. I would let my daughter go ahead and explore. I always had an eye on her, but I would let her go. See how far she can run and see what she wanted to do because uh, that's just who she was. That's just the kind of kid she was. She was an adventurous kid. So who am I to take that adventure away? And I just think that if you let kids be kids, they will definitely just be kids. And um, once they become, adults, they're already socially trained. They're not socially awkward. You stick your kid in a suburb and then they go to college for in the city and then they have no idea how the world works. Then they come out and then they live these weird fucking lives and not weird lives, but they just live these false lies. Like everything to them has to be something they've seen because they've been seeing so much because they're never alone. I never believed in the whole keeping with the Joneses thing. I never cared what you have that I don't. I just didn't give a shit. Um, I was raised, I won't say better, but I was raised to appreciate my shit. Of course, I always wanted the same thing that other kids wanted. Like if you had something, yeah, I want it too. But if I can't seem to if I can't seem to change that, then something's wrong. Because I will. Um, uh, be playing on Sunday. Unfortunately, I really wanted to go see my kids, so I'm stuck waiting a week for that. Um, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Uh, Again, hopefully, I can figure out what the hell's going on. You guys the experience you guys deserve. You guys deserve better output than this, and so I don't blame anyone for not watching. I just really, really want to get this thing done right because I really want the interactive part. That's what I'm looking forward to is interacting, being able to see other people's comments and saying, I think this, I think that, do this, do that. I want that. I really do. I really do. And this is not what I wanted. Um, Now, uh, I could just go ahead and start playing guitar or something and just start playing music and just say this is what I meant to do. But that's not the truth. Um, I also do stand up, and I promise you, I'm a lot more alive than I am when I'm here. It's just when I'm here, I'm struggling to get this to work as I am talking. And of course, I get distracted because I'm always looking up here and it just gets really frustrating. But it's a little bit of me time. And obviously, some of you guys are listening. Maybe you guys feel the same. I don't know. Again, as for that whole Drake beating the Beatles for the record, it's garbage. Anybody can make a king out of one person. It's a hell of a lot harder to keep four guys, the same four guys, together for as long as five, even 5 years. Most bands break up within that. It's a lot like a marriage. Once you join in, you're in. And then once you guys disagree, it's on a whole different level than before. And bands, as it I don't know, I wouldn't say sad, but facts are facts. Bands need leaders. And if you don't have a leader in your band, there has to be the more alpha male, that alpha male, alpha, even female, the person that just, there has to be that alpha presence that says, hey, no, this is the direction we're going. Otherwise you got a bunch of people running in different directions. And so being a leader is something to, and you should take it very seriously. I know I always did. um, Not to mention, would go see the Beatles. If you saw, I mean, if you just ask people to just, go in one city, and then for Drake, I really doubt that Drake has a chance in hell, because, you know, his music sucks. All right. Besides all that, let me just go ahead and say it's been a pleasure. It's always fun to do this and fail as I always do. So, yeah, definitely try this again if I can fix it. Try it in a few hours. But like I said before, I will catch us on the flip side, and I will do my best to try to get this back online. But I'm starting to think I might have the wrong Streamlab, so we'll find out. All right. See you guys on the other side of the curtain. All right. Take it easy. Nobody said it wasn't time to love you. All I